Well, you're on it, listener, but let me go into the nuances for everybody else here. So, yes, you're always going to miss when you punch. That's because when you're throwing combinations, and everybody knows combinations is the way you score because you have to confuse your opponent to a certain extent to land shots, especially if they're really good, they're covered up, or whatever. So, when you throw a combination, let's say you're going to throw a five punch combination, a lot of punches. There's no way you can throw five punches really, really hard together. If you do that repeatedly over and over again for a few rounds, you're going to be exhausted. You're not going to be able to fight. So when you throw that five punch combination, one of them, I don't know if it's number three, if it's number five, or whatever, is going to be the punch you actually mean to hurt the opponent, right? Like whatever you do, whatever else you're doing is sort of set up or some finish to the setup or what have you. So most of those punches are not meant to land. Now that having been said, they are not missed punches because missed punches are the absolutely most exhausting thing in the world. It's why someone who can move around and make you miss all night makes you exhausted, tired. It means when you're trying to throw those really hard punches, you can't land on your target or whatnot. Now, this picture behind me, where are we? We're in Dave Nielsen's PB Gym, American Boxing. Dave was the guy who knocked me out in my last sanctioned fight. Dave is a great guy. He went on to become a world champion. He was one heck of a kickboxer, one heck of a boxer, and by the way, one heck of a coach. But one thing about Dave is he wasn't nice, right? He was not a nice coach. Who's the guy in the front right there? That's Dan Black. He's another coach who was not necessarily nice, right? Like coaches that are really good do not assuage your ego and build you up and jerk you off, for lack of a better word, right? Coaches that are really good are going to be brutally honest with you. I would say that both Dave and Dan are brutally honest with their people. Now, obviously, there's some mix there. I'm sure both of them have pumped guys up for their own interest, right? Because that's human. We have to do that in the world, and people need to be pumped up, right? Like, you can't be bashed all the time. But they're examples of guys who knew how to train people because they trained them straight from their knowledge base. Now, do they have ego problems? Yeah, well, they're human beings, right? Like, that's going to happen no matter what. It doesn't mean it's because I say the guy's a good trainer that he's perfect. No, they're not perfect human beings. But they knew how to get fighters and bring out the best in those fighters. And that's what both of them did. Now, Dave's ego was so big, he never had any really other fighters because his fight ego was always about himself. But that's why he became world champion. Dan was more towards other people and helping them. But either way, they're both good guys. They're both great trainers. Read my book, Warrior of the Light.